Welcome to day 3 in Kiev, and today is all about museums. There's 3, maybe 4 pretty interesting museums that I want to go and check out. And these aren't galleries or national history museums or anything like that. They're a little bit more alternative, should we say. And on my way up I've just found this Psy gallery with some nice psychedelic art, some trance music and incense playing. A bunch of hippies basically. It's very nice though. It's about a 15-minute walk to my first museum, and starting off with the big hill, it'll take me to the old town. Now, if I had to choose which species of the animal kingdom I hate the most, it would have to be wasps. And I'm sure if I lived in a place where I had to look out for lions or tigers, then they would probably top that list, and wasps would be nothing more than a minor annoyance. But wasps are bastards, aren't they? Just annoying little shits, basically. Now, if I'm in a room, or on a bus or a train, and there's a wasp, then I panic. I think this fear of being stung by a wasp has helped me reach the age that I am without ever being stung. And if I had to choose my second most hated animal, I would probably go for the jellyfish. They're like the wasps of the sea, aren't they? Just floating around waiting to sting people for no apparent real reason. And again, if I'm in the sea and I can see jellyfish there, I panic. Well, today I'm going to get up close with some jellyfish. I'm hoping that they're going to be behind glass, because my first museum stop of my museum tour of Kiev is the Museum of Jellyfish.
With an explosive force, it exerts over 550 times the pressure of Mike Tyson's strongest punch.
Right, so we moved into room 2, and this is where they're bringing the big boys out. So the Jellyfish Museum was quite small, and it was about £4.50 to get in, which I thought was expensive for Ukraine. It was really cool. To be honest, when you're up close with the jellyfish like that, they are really cool, and they're also very beautiful as well. Yeah, it was worth going. It was good. I enjoyed it. Now we're moving on to another museum via a few places of interest along the way. I'm not sure what the significance of this street is, but every tree has got information about someone who's died. I think it's the people who died in the 2014 conflict. But yeah, it's a memorial to the Heavenly 100 Heroes, and the sign just there explains that dozens of people were killed on this site and the surrounding areas in 2014 by the government. This is the guy, this is the one on the graffiti. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure what area I'm in right now, but it's all very grand. Nothing's run down around here. There's lots of people filming as well. I don't know what's going on down here. I don't know what this is. I can't even see it because of the sun. But there is about 4 armed policemen on their way in. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to even get in. There's some guy over here who's not happy about something. Well, this is a very tense place. It's very bizarre because you've got things like this, but there's just armed police everywhere. This guy's making some kind of protest. I don't know what he's protesting about, but he's got a couple of blooded t-shirts and stuff on the floor. I'm gonna get out of here before I get arrested. I've just looked on Google Maps as to what I've actually just walked through, and it's the office of the President of Ukraine. Oh dear. And I've just walked through with my GoPro. No wonder there was a protest. Now this is the house crying widow. Probably not going to be able to see on here, but there's at the top there you can see a woman's face, and it does look like she's crying. Well, the directions to the next museum have taken me right through Kyiv housing estate. I wasn't expecting to be walking around an area like this. This museum is bizarre enough, but the location is just insane. I'm right in the middle of a housing estate, and somewhere around here is one of the most bizarre museums I've ever heard of. It appears we have reached museum number 2, which, as I said, is it's a bizarre museum anyway, and the fact that it's in the middle of a residential estate makes it even more bizarre. Anyway, let's see how we get on at the Museum of the History of Toilets. So here we are at the History of Toilets Museum. It took ages to actually get in, and then I paid 160, which said private guided tour, and the guy who was with me has just left. So this was the first public toilets in Rome, and apparently they weren't just used for people relieving themselves, but also small talks, business deals and meetings. So weird. Now this is a bit strange. Put your hand in and I think you've got to guess what it is. In the toilet museum, I'm not sure I want to do that. Let's give it a go. That's a shell. Yeah. This has to be the most bizarre museum I've ever visited, to be honest. The guy's just been saying that the museum is free. So I don't know why I just paid £4.50 for. I think I paid £4.50 for a guide who was buggered off. Nice picture of a young lady sat having a poo. Random carrot. I'm presuming that the phrase crapper, meaning, which is a slang way of saying toilet, came from the fact that most of the toilets were made by Thomas Crapper. Either that or he just had a very suitable name for what he did. So I've got all kinds of toilets here. Got a urinal from World War One, a Muslim toilet, another one, and then here we have public urinals, and then transport toilets. And this was the toilet that Leonardo da Vinci invented. He was the first European to attempt to invent a flush toilet. The old classic. Oh, what a bizarre thing. You lift this up. I'm not sure what the thing is with the Rastafarians on the toilet smoking a joint, but there seems to be quite a lot of them. So this is discussing the different kinds of toilet bowls. The dished bowl, the funnel bowl and the canopy bowl. The dished bowl is the one where it's kind of a ledge and it just sits there until you pull the flush. Advantages is an absence of splash, but the disadvantages is the possible appearance of odour nuisance. I wonder if they've got the toilet candy. Oh, they've got, yeah, they actually do. Another bizarre concept. I think this is an NY foam troll. I've got a few of them, but none of them are sat on a toilet. Well, looks like there's some kind of film in here, but they ain't putting it on for me. Someone's coming. Hi.
Maybe you want the videos.
All about to learn how to sit on the toilet. So the correct way is how you sit when you, well, how you crouch down on the Muslim toilets. Wait, who's going to do that? Who's going to do that?
Disappearing act. These pop-up urinals are popping up all over the place. Their intention is to curb public urinations, and they generally emerge around 10 p.m. and submerge at 3 a.m.
Well, this video is showing you the top 21 most interesting toilets. And there are some pretty interesting ones, to be honest.
Statistics have said that
I'll let you see what number one is.
The Bat Cave. This is surreal, and you're about to go on a journey never thought possible. Just by simply relieving yourself, you're going to walk out of this bathroom feeling like you're a superhero about to save the world. Just don't forget to put the seat down.
Well, that was just a surreal experience. Not just the actual theme of the museum, but just the whole setup. And I mean, that guy, I don't know, he kept appearing, then disappearing, then appearing, then disappearing. Literally the second the movie finished, he burst into, thank you, thank you. That was like, okay. And I came out of the museum and I thought, I actually need to go to the toilet now. And there isn't one. Right, so before I get to the next museum, just walk past this place. It looks like it's worth checking out. Well, my ticket does include climbing that thing. I don't know what any of this is. It says open. So this is where I've just come in. And I'm in here. Looks a huge site, that. I didn't get much from that, to be honest. I think there's supposed to be some caves in here somewhere. I don't know what any of these things are. So basically I just keep going in these places, show my ticket, walking around and coming back out again. Here it does say caves. I don't know if I've paid to go in the caves or not. I've certainly paid to go in this thing. Check this out. Right, I'm climbing the tower. Apparently there are 2 levels to this thing. Well, this is the first level. So I'll take a look over the city side first. There's another big church there. I'm not sure whether my ticket gets me in the churches or not. It's a bit windy as well up here. It's an absolutely huge monument there. I did have it on my maps, but it was another 10-minute walk in that direction and I decided to skip it because I thought it was just going to be some little statue or something, but look at the size of the bloody thing. I think this was the best view. I just discovered this on the way to my next museum. What a beautiful view. It's 4:01 and I've been up here a few minutes, so I'd have thought that I would have heard the bells, and to be honest I'm quite glad I didn't because they make a right bloody racket. Well, thought I found a way up then. So I managed to get myself out here. And there's no signs telling you where to go if you want to go up, but that doesn't mean anything in Ukraine. I'm going to see if I can actually get in with my ticket. Well, there's no one stopping me, so let's check this one out. Very dark. Well, this is a huge site with some incredible buildings and views over the city, and this costs less than the toilet museum. The caves are actually outside the complex where I just walked down. One of them's closed and the other one closes in 6 minutes, so not going to bother with that. How long have you been in Kyiv?
How long?
How long have you been here? Like,
Oh, I'm come here in 9 o'clock today.
oh right, so you've just been here for a day?
Yes,
Oh right,
I've
okay.
been
Well, I just ended up chatting away with this guy from Ukraine. He's actually from Odessa. He doesn't like this city. Says it just, he doesn't understand it. But yeah, he's off now. He's only been here a day, and he's getting a flight to Uzbekistan. Whereas I'm near the third museum of the day that I wanted to go to, but I don't know. Can I cram in another museum? I suppose it says we're coming back down to this area, so I should do, really. So the third museum that I've just visited was the Holodomor Museum, which was the Russian-inflicted famine genocide on the people of Ukraine, where millions of people were starved to death. And I wasn't allowed to film in there. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed the two museums that I've shown you and the streets of Kiev. I'm going to end it now on this absolute beauty. Look at this for a Soviet hotel. What a beauty.